Good morning. Good morning. How are you feeling this morning?
Oh, I'm feeling very well and light
How are you feeling?
and
Yeah, go on.
yes, yeah. After yesterday, especially realizing that when we looked at those Fs, especially the flight, freeze, and fight, it was
Yeah.
it was an eye opener. It was the realization of the impact of maybe staring at the screen, doing too many things at the same time and never achieving anything, and the impact it had on my body as I was reacting to that. So
Yeah.
yes,
No, that's wonderful that you actually had that realization. And yeah, did you manage to do your homework?
yes, I did, yes,
Awesome. Can you share with me?
yes. So what the things that I'm ready to release are fear. Fear, I was trying to think, what am I afraid of? Because I'm not afraid of success, but I'm afraid of launching out. I'm afraid of launching
Mm,
out. Maybe I might not be successful. And then I'm letting go of
mm,
worry, because once in a while I worry that, I'm 55 and I don't have a pension. This coaching business that I'm doing was supposed is my pension investment, so it has to work. Then
mm-hmm.
I'm letting go of frustration as a result of having this much time and not achieving a lot because of moving from one thing to the next, one shiny object to the next,
Mm.
and lack of confidence, even though I know my stuff, and it looks like God always puts me ahead in terms of, especially in technology, because that's my area of focus. And then
Yeah.
letting go of procrastination, the little bit that is left from our 1 hour session last time. And
Right,
then,
right.
yes, so those are the things that I came up with to
Okay.
let go. And then, shall we go to the next one, or you have questions?
Yes, yes. Yes, can you let me know what are you excited to achieve by day 5?
Okay. By day 5, I'm excited to get to a point where I've flipped from fear to belief, because, like the Bible says, anything is possible as long as I believe. So I want to
Mm,
flip everything. Sorry, the fear that creeps in at some point to continuous belief, so that everything becomes easy. And I want to have more confidence, the confidence that I had pre-COVID, where I was just flying and flying in terms of anything I wanted, I would achieve. And then
mm,
by the end of these 5 days, I want to have learned and also embraced the ability to work smart and achieve like these
mm.
big things, but from a calm, not a, oh my God, how many people have bought? This person said they will buy by the 22nd, so I'm waiting. No, I want an easy flow of customers and all that. And also, after the 5 days, I'm excited because I know that myself, as soon as I reset, I'm going to be a go-getter and
Mm.
live life fully and full of purpose, which is something that I know that God predestined me to. So just to get
Mm.
out of this rat race and become very impactful and influential.
No, thank you. Thanks for sharing, Melly. Thank you for sharing. So
Yes.
yesterday we've discovered that you are in survival, right? But
Yes.
now the thing is, survival is only a old caveman software that your nervous system is still running. Okay. Now, when we
Yes.
update your software, you will actually leave that state. So I don't want you to
Mm.
be too hard on yourself. I don't want you to judge yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. It's only the software. It's
Yes.
just like when you have a phone. If the phone is maybe like acting up, and you're like, oh, I just need to freaking update my phone, software, and then you
Yes.
update it, boom, and it moves fast again, right? So similarly with your body as well. Your body is also a biological computer. Your thoughts can be measured with an EEG instrument,
Mm.
and your emotions can
Yes.
also be measured with an HRV monitor as well. So we are biological computers as well. So so I just want you to have compassion on yourself. And today we
Yes.
are actually going to talk about income and growth ceiling, safety versus expansion. You're going to understand why you probably have been stuck increasing your income, right? Now, before
Yes.
we do that, we're going to do a quick exercise called heart focus breathing. Now, heart focus
Yes.
breathing is basically designed to actually get you out of, survival, and just to make you feel more safe. In other words, to regulate your nervous system, and so all I want you to do is bring your hands toward your chest. So you're going to bring your hands toward your chest area. So you're going to place your hands on your chest, yeah? And you're going to breathe into your chest for 5 seconds. And then you're going to breathe out of your chest for 5 seconds. But I'm going to show you my screen. So I want you to look at
Yes.
my screen. So when the breathing pacer goes up, you breathe into your chest. When it goes down, you breathe out of your chest, right? Okay, let me just
Yes.
go ahead and share my screen with you.
That,
Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back.
thank you.
How are you feeling? What's happening in your head? What's happening in your body?
Um, Relaxed. I feel relaxed because when I started, I was tense, and then I was resetting, and then I feel light. Feel
Mm,
light-headed. Yes.
yeah. Yeah. And just for interesting sake, before we did this exercise, how did you feel?
Um, Tense. I felt
Mm,
tense and heavy-headed, and yeah, I could describe like that. Tense and heavy-headed, but I feel relaxed at the moment after the
yeah.
breathing exercise.
Thanks for sharing. So that's a good sign of your nervous system actually regulating, right? So what I want to share with you
Oh.
quickly is some science on your heart. So your heart is actually 5,000 times more potent than your brain, and your heart sends more information to your brain than vice versa, right? I know we've been obviously
Oh.
taught that it's just a pump, but the heart is more than that. The heart has its own brain,
Mm.
its own nervous system, its own intelligence, okay? So what you've been doing now, you actually activated your heart. So when you do that, you become more coherent. Now, when you are coherent, your heart, your brain, your mind, and your emotions are now aligned and in sync. That's where you experience flow states or being in the zone. When people say, I was just being in the zone, that's what you shared now as well. You say,
Yes.
I'm just so light. I'm just so light. And
Yes.
so that's basically just some signs for you over there. And so today, what we're going to talk about is income and growth ceiling, safety versus expansion. So, what is this? This is basically where you're going to discover how your nervous system decides how much success you can safely hold. Because your nervous
Mm.
system is not here to make you successful or rich. Your nervous system's job is only to keep you safe and alive. And why your income and visibility often plateau at the same time. So you're often hitting maybe income ceilings. It's because your body just does not feel safe to hold more, right? Because your income ceiling isn't about strategy,
Mm.
it's your nervous system's comfort zone. So we all have an income ceiling. You have an income ceiling, I have an income ceiling, we all have an income ceiling. In other words, we have like
Mm.
almost like a money thermometer. Okay, so there's only a certain amount of money that your nervous system or your body is actually safe, holding. So let's just say, for example, you earn $5,000 a month, right? Um, and you've been doing that maybe like every month. And then let's just say this month you make about, say, 7,000. Okay. So you will see that if you do not increase your capacity for 7,000, you're going to go back to 5,000 the following month, because your body,
Mm.
if your body does not feel safe with the increase, it's going to self sabotage. And you're going to find a reason to go back to 5,000. See, why this is important is because expansion feels unsafe until the body believes more success won't threaten stability.
Mm.
It's only if the body believes that, okay, cool, I see that Nelly wants to increase her income. Okay, we are
Yes.
feeling safe here. We are feeling safe, and then it will allow for you to do so. Okay, because you can't expand beyond what feels safe to your body. You cannot do
Mm.
that until your system feels secure receiving more clients, attention, and money. It will unconsciously hit the brakes. It's like you are in a Ferrari or Porsche, and
Mm.
you now the handbrakes are on, and you like putting your feet on the gas, on the the petrol, but it's just not going.
Mm.
Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. It's because that handbrake is on. Now that handbrake in this case is just your body's safety mechanism, right?
Mm.
Okay. So now my question to you is, how long have you been stuck at the same income level?
Say it's since November 2022. Yes, since November 2022.
Okay, since November 2022, November
Yes.
2022, stuck. Income. Okay, I'm just taking my notes here as well. Um, November 2022. Right. Okay. So you will actually now discover why that is. So I'm going to show you a chart, and I don't want you to be too hard on yourself, judge yourself, because what you will discover is just information, data for us to obviously, move forward so that you'll be able to actually upgrade, your nervous system software, right? So let me just go ahead and boom. Okay, awesome. I'm going to share my screen with you again. Okay, and I want you to notice day two. This is what we're discussing today in day two. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes. Yes, I can see it.
Perfect. So you see, day two is basically income and growth ceiling, safety versus expansion. This is basically how you will actually see your survival responses kept, how your survival responses actually kept your income by making expansion feels unsafe. Now have a look at the left here, the responses, the different responses. You have fight, flight, freeze, and fawn, right? Now, I'm going to basically just read your money income behavior. And I want you to just see which ones do you resonate with. Just say, yeah, oh yeah, that's been coming up for me. Yeah, that's what I resonate for you. Yeah, that's what I've been experiencing. So let's start with fight, right? So when
Yes.
you're in a fight stress response, you're forcing launches. You're overworking to earn worth, and you're pushing for results. So it's all push, 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 go, 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 hustle, 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 right? And then let's come to flight. Flight, you're basically constantly changing office. You hear a podcast, you see someone, and you're changing your office. It's like always chop and change. And you're
Mm.
avoiding pricing. You're avoiding pricing or money conversations. When it comes to money, you do not want to talk about it. It's almost like sin. You just do not want to talk about that. Okay? And then freeze, you avoid raising prices. You ignore finances. you procrastinate on selling, there's always an excuse. And an excuse is obviously valid according to you, but there's always an excuse, right? And that basically causes you to procrastinate. And let's talk about fun. So you're undercharging, you're over delivering, and you're afraid to say no or hold boundaries. So you basically just want to keep people happy. Okay. So which ones do you resonate with?
All of them, to be honest, so amazing. For example,
Mm,
if I'm reading at the money income behaviors, in terms of fight,
mhm,
yes, I do force launches and push for results, and then flight, constantly changing offers. So 2023, I was doing templates, business plan templates, selling them, and every other template. And then I changed, I got into coaching, and then I did YouTube channels. And then I was like, okay, I'll go on YouTube. I see someone saying digital marketing and digital products. And then I came back again to digital products, became consistent a bit. And then I saw that there is AI. I was like, "Ah, this is what I like." So yeah, constantly changing offers. Um, and then for freeze, I feel very in situations where people like in the States are charging people 2,000 for coaching. For me, I think they don't have the money to pay. And then like the 3 days I could have paid, I could have made people pay me to teach them over 3 days, but I was doing it for free. I know I'm giving, so that's how I receive, and also I'm making a name, but raising prices seems a bit scary because I always put myself in the shoes of customers. And then the last one, phone, undercharging, over delivering. Yes, I think that was one of
mm,
the feedback I got from someone, that when I go live on TikTok, I tend to teach, just give people everything, and then they see no need to come on board as mentees, as students. So all of them
mhm.
apply.
All of them. Okay. So this is basically just to show you that you are in survival, right?
Hmm.
And this is why you've been stuck at the same income level since 2022, November 2022, right? Now, this is not to basically kind of shame you or to be hard on you or to judge you. This is only information data so that we can then have this data in order to obviously update your caveman, nervous system software, right? Because once you update your nervous system software, you'll feel safe and your income will, increase effortlessly, right? And what I want us to just quickly go through here, Anelli, starting from flight. So when you normally launch, I mean, when you usually force launches and you overwork and you just push for results, what are your typical thought pattern? I want you to see the examples here, the typical thought pattern, typical emotions, and how it feels in your body. Have a look here. It's like, I have to prove myself. If I rest, I'll lose momentum. And then emotions, frustration, stress, control, and where you feel that in your body is tight chest, jaw tension. So there's tension in your jaw, heat in the face, rapid heartbeat. So can you share with me what are your typical thought pattern, emotions, and where you feel it in the body usually?
Mainly, if I rest, I will lose momentum. Definitely, that's a thought that I've always had. If I,
Mm,
even if let's say I slept late and I have the opportunity to lay in, I'm like, no, today is the day. If I rest, I will lose momentum, and then that results in a bit of stress because I'm tired. I cannot rest my body because I'm thinking I need to keep going. And then tight chest, yes. I remember I've been to accident and emergency feeling tight chest, and then they do all the, what do they call it, ECG, and they're like, you are fine. So I come back frustrated. What is it? So now I'm realizing it's all this. So yes.
Mm,
Shall I
yeah.
go through all
So
of
you
them?
can, um, yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, so like, yeah, let's go through all of them. You mentioned flight as well. So what are your thought pattern, emotions, and how where you feel it in your body with flight usually?
Yes. Yes. For flight, maybe I need to pivot again, is the thought that will be going in my head as I change offer new products, and I have three. My coaching program has got three tiers, and I always sell the lower tier. And the typical emotion is not at ease, because then I spend time coaching people who have paid £100, and then I spent 4 months coaching them. So as of last month, I decided I'm not going to do that. If someone purchases the 100, I give them 30 minutes to direct them, and then they go their way. So yes, unease and panic, to say, as in, what will happen is I won't hit my target because I'm selling the lower tier instead of focusing on the higher tier of the coaching session. And then
Mm-hmm.
restlessness. Yes, the restlessness is the feeling,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm, right. No, thanks for sharing. Let's go to freeze, where you just avoid raising your prices, you ignore your finances, you procrastinate on selling, and you just like don't know what to do. So, yeah,
Yes,
share with me
it's
what your
very,
thoughts are.
very familiar, procrastinating on selling, because the main source of my customers is social media. So especially TikTok. So when I was doing TikTok consistently, I would know that every day I would at least get two or three people coming into my inbox to want to get more information and then purchase. Some people will just wake up, purchase, and I'm just seeing an alert. But then because of I'm not sure what, I slowed down, and I focused on development, which I enjoy. I enjoy coding, I enjoy vibe coding and all that. And then when it comes to selling, I normally say I still have time. I will look at the numbers later, and then I become overwhelmed because the bills are there, the son needs this and that designer stuff. And then foggy head, yes, where sometimes just stay at the screen and trying to figure out, okay, what do I start with? And then, yeah, so it's very familiar.
Yeah, very familiar. So now you can actually see that um, the reason why you've been experiencing this is just because of your body's safety mechanisms, because your body just does
Hmm.
not feel safe. So it has to release these responses to keep you safe, whether it's fight, flight,
Yes.
freeze, or fawn. And as I mentioned that there's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. We just need to
Hmm.
update your nervous software. Okay. And
Yes.
but now this shows you that okay, you are in survival, and now that you know that, we can now obviously do something about it, right? Okay,
Yes.
so let me just stop sharing here quickly. And what else have you just realized looking at that chart and actually reading what you've been experiencing for all these years?
That it's not really about lack of opportunities. The opportunities are there, but there seems to be something. For me, it was, what is it? Something. But now it's clear, as you have explained, that it's the body's safety mechanism. But my question is, I'm open to increase. So I know that we are going to look at, okay, resetting from flight to something else. So it's been an eye opener. It has explained a lot of things because I've been asking myself, I'm doing everything from praying to having the knowledge, of course, not selling enough, but I haven't been seeing the result that I see my peers getting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Because the reason for that is like income plateaus or income ceilings, they basically just
Yes,
equal safety thresholds. And it's not laziness. It's not laziness, it's just safety thresholds. So that's why you'll see that
yes,
even though, you push, 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 work, 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 hustle, 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 it still doesn't change because of those
yes.
safety mechanisms that are in place. Because more success equals more responsibility, which your body is perceiving as risk. Because your body is
Mm,
saying that, hey, yo, if we're going to get more success here, because
yes,
remember, I want you to imagine that your body is a bucket, right? And your bucket
mm,
can only hold 20 liters,
mm,
okay? And now you're trying to add 50 more liters. There's just not going to be any capacity. It's going to overflow,
yes.
and then your
Mm,
body is going to obviously shut down, whether that's freeze, fight, flight, or fawn, because there's just not
yes.
enough capacity. But you can
Mm,
increase the capacity. You can increase the capacity, and when you can increase the capacity, your body will actually now feel safe,
mm,
and you'll be able to receive. Because you can't force growth, you can only expand capacity. Okay, let me repeat that.
mm.
You can't force growth, you can only expand capacity, right?
Capacity. Mm,
Okay.
mm,
So
mm,
your homework is, I want you to basically find one memory. I want you to find one memory where you felt safe and worthy of receiving money. And you knew that the money would come, and it did come. So whether this was when you were a child, teenager, young adult, just think of one memory where you were like, of course. And you just felt so safe in your body and so
mm.
worthy. And then boom, the money came. I want you to find one memory in the past. Okay. And then I want you to
Yes.
journal how that actually made you feel. Just journal how that made you feel. And I want you to bring that into our day 3 tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to
Okay.
talk about why this regulation repels clients, okay? And
Okay.
how calm energy actually converts better than hustle,
Mm,
okay? And so, what I want to share with you is that you're not afraid of success. It's just your
mm,
body does not feel safe of having it. You're not afraid of success. Your body just does not feel safe, having it. Okay.
mm.
And so, what was your biggest takeaway from today's call?
Um, the realization that I've been in survival mode, not because of lack of knowledge, not because of lack of action, but because of the body or the nervous system being in survival mode, something which I didn't know, to be honest. And the fact that capacity can be increased. For example, in our church, this month is our month of expansion because the Bible says, expand your territory. So it means that there can be a change. It's not like I'm stuck in survival mode. So I'm really looking forward to flipping from fight, flight, freeze, and phone to something else that is more productive.
Yes, that's right. And there's something
Mm.
else that you need to flip to is safety or regulation. Because when you
Mm.
feel safe in your body, that's where you're now in the flow. That's where you take action. That's where you think clear. That's where you just feel so unstoppable. That's where you know that, you know what? Nothing can
Mm.
stop me.
Mm.
Because now your body has basically turned on all, the functions in your brain to actually enhance for you to
Yes.
be that productive. So there's nothing stopping
Mm.
you anymore. So everything is working in your body.
Yes.
So that's why I'm saying that all these information that we're gathering, now we basically know exactly how to upgrade your software. So that's
Yes.
what I'm saying. When you see that, oh, I am in survival. Oh, look that I am, experiencing that. Oh, like I don't want you to shame yourself or judge yourself. Just see that as
Yes.
information because then you know exactly how to go forward and say, oh, okay, cool. This is how we actually upgrade your software. Because most of us, we still have the old caveman, software whereby
Mm.
we were conditioned for survival. Okay, it's just survival, 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 survival to survive another day
Mm.
where stress,
Yes.
anxiety, and fear is literally running our lives. We actually forgot how to
Mm.
smile, we forgot how to, love. We forgot how to actually be safe in our bodies.
Wow.
Okay. So just
Amazing.
to reminder, so your homework is just to find one memory where
Mm.
you felt safe and worthy of receiving money, large sums of money, where you just knew that that money would come. And lo and behold, it did come. Okay,
Mm.
whether that's with a child, teenager, young adult, just one memory, and I want you to journal how that actually made you feel. Awesome
Thank you
stuff.
so much.
Okay, Nelly, thanks for
Thank
your
you.
time. That was amazing. And I will be sending you a reminder. I actually forgot to send you yesterday's one, so I'm going to send you two. I'm going to send you
It's
yesterday's
okay.
reminder, and then I'm going to
Yes.
send you today's one as well. And I just want you to read through that as well because it will actually give you some more aha and aha moments and just more realizations. Okay,
Okay.
awesome
Thank you
stuff.
very
So
much.
keep
So, pardon?
tomorrow, see tomorrow because tomorrow we're talking about why this regulation repels clients. In other words, why survival repels clients. Why unsafety in the body repels clients and how calm energy
Mm.
can convert that into hustle. Okay?
Wow. Okay,
Awesome
no,
stuff.
thank you so much. So I have my first networking event. People are coming from London, so I've done business cards. So I'll be going it in like in an hour's time. Thanks to the other session where procrastination was done away with and safety
Yeah.
is being done
Wow.
away with because I'll stand before people who are making millions and talk about what I do. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much for everything
Nice.
that you do for us.
No, wonderful, wonderful, Nelly. No, that networking event is going to be so amazing because
Amen.
you are in such a good state now. You're on fire. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
yes,
Regular.
yes,
You're regular. Like you
mm,
mentioned, I'm so light.
yes.
I feel so added. You're regulated. So that's going to be an amazing one. So I'm excited to actually hear more. On how that went for you. But I know that it went absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You are. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, same Zoom link. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you very much. Have a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you, Nelly. Bye bye.
Bye.